Honestly, I believe that the question about what is the best lens for video is subjective to the user. If you're new here, my name is Shara, the filmmaker mom, and I'm somewhere on set coexisting between filmmaking and motherhood. I make videos about my life as a mom and how I like to approach filmmaking. I've been getting so many questions lately from people that are just now starting out in their journey as becoming a content creator, or just wanting more high quality content for their own personal videos or videos that they are making as a service provider. So I want to say, if you're just starting out, the nifty 50 or the 50mm lens is a great option to go with. Now, please note, if you are getting a Sony lens, okay, listen carefully, you are going to need an ND filter. What is an ND filter? An ND filter is also known as a neutral density filter. And what that is going to do is shield some of the light that is coming into the lens so that your lighting is not harsh. If you make the mistake of going outside and thinking you are going to use a prime lens without an ND filter in direct sunlight, you are sadly mistaken. Your footage is going to be overexposed, it's going to be trash, you're not going to be able to use it. This is the variable ND filter for my Sony 85mm, and basically what it does is it acts like sunglasses over the lens, okay? So you know how our eyes just really can't take a lot of sun? That is what neutral density filters do. You just screw it onto the lens, and there you have it, sunglasses for your lens. And so you can rotate it and adjust the brightness and how much light you are letting into your lens. This is very important. Actually, this is very critical, because if you're out of town somewhere or out of the country, God forbid you're out of the country with a client and you have forgotten your neutral density filter, say you all are on the beach, your client wants the content of you guys on the beach, unless it's cloudy and overcast, you are not going to get any footage if you do not have the neutral density filter. Here is what the video looks like with the ND filter. This is what the video looks like without the ND filter. So, big difference. And we're back. So see, big difference. You always want to have the ND filter. My personal preference is to shoot with the ND filter indoors, just so that you guys can see all of the neon colors behind me, and I just like the look and feel of it, and it looks great with my skin tone. A prime lens is a lens that has a fixed focal length. Unlike a zoom lens, you will not be able to zoom to the desired focal length that you want. In order to get closer to your subject, instead of just zooming in, you would have to actually move closer to them. And the exact opposite, if you want to be farther away from your subject, you would actually have to physically step back. You cannot zoom. A pro of having a prime lens is that they are usually sharper than zoom lenses. They are smaller and they have lower apertures. A lot of people talk about bokeh, and if you don't know what bokeh is, it is how the background looks blurred. So if you look behind me right now, you can't really see what's going on in the background. You can make it out a little bit, but it's blurred out. That's because I'm actually shooting right now on a 35mm f1.8. Now, I said the nifty 50 was the best prime lens to use for shooting video, but you can also go down to the 35mm lens because that'll give you a wider shot. But if you want to come in closer, you can use the 50mm lens. There's a million videos on YouTube right now. You can Google it, and everyone is gonna pretty much have a different answer about what is the best prime lens that you can use for a video. But just my personal preference would be the 35mm, the 50mm, and then 85mm. The 85mm, a lot of people use for photography, but I absolutely love it for video. I actually shot a crab video a few weeks ago using my 85mm lens. I was in my kitchen and I filmed every shot on my 85mm. It was up close, it was personal, and I really just got a lot of praise about the video and how it looked. I'll go ahead and link the video here so that you can take a look at it and see how the 85mm lens looked on my crab video. Overall, If you are experimenting with new cameras and lenses before you purchase, I highly suggest that you rent from Aperture Rent first. You can go on aperturerent.com, look up the 50mm lens, go ahead and grab the ND filter. If you don't know which one to get, they have a live chat that's usually pretty responsive pretty quickly. So you can just go on there and type in a question and ask them, what ND filter do I need with my 50mm? If you're just coming over from using your iPhone 15, I know right now everyone is trying to replace cameras with an iPhone, but I am telling you, the camera and using a fixed lens is actually unmatched. Okay, so iPhone, move over. Sony is still winning, lenses are still winning. And once you teach yourself how to use your camera, you're never gonna wanna use your phone again, unless it's just like a run and gun type of thing. So thank you for watching this video. If you like content like this, please subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so that you can get updates from me regularly. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.